So my buddy Loyd just got off Rise of the Resistance maybe 5 minutes ago. What'd you think?
Just
like non-spoiler review.
Non-spoiler. Just wow. I got off and I was just literally speechless. And then just walking over here, I started to cry. It was just tears of joy and just amazing, guys. You guys got to get off.
From start to finish too, right?
Yeah, just the whole in the queue, everything. It's just one. You can't even call it a ride. It's a whole.
It's experience. That's what I said.
From beginning to end, it's just. I'm just mind blown.
And I told Loyd before he got on, at the end he was gonna be speechless. Was that right?
Yeah. No words.
No words. Yeah, just January 17th.
Be here.
I know.
Be here. I'll be back here.
Thanks, Loyd. Let's see. People are getting off the ride. The exit's right there. Oh man. How was the ride?
It was great.
Yeah, a lot of people got on. Holy smokes. I know, we don't get to go on it yet. What a historic day today is. Today's the first day of cast member preview. So people are actually getting on Rise of the Resistance. They are allowing recording of the ride. So a lot of videos are gonna probably get up on YouTube today, which is cool. And here it is, cast member preview. Ew. So cool. This is what it looks like for today for cast member preview. So cool that people are actually getting on the ride now. Oh man. But what we were told is for the cast members, they have to get like a ticket somewhere, I don't know where, but that ticket then allows you to finally go in through the entrance right here. As we got that interview from Loyd, who got on it earlier today, he was just absolutely mind blown. Here we have a good look at what's going on for Galaxy Edge Rise of the Resistance in Anaheim. Cast member previews. So cool. What's up, Five Fires? I wanted to talk about Rise of the Resistance and what's to come January 17th. Don't quote me on any of this. This is just what I've heard, my experience of what I went through at Walt Disney World, and just the up-to-date stuff that we've all rumored or has been rumored and said. So what's going to happen January 17th is they're going to be doing boarding passes. That is confirmed. So that means you have to have the Disneyland app to get a boarding pass. And the way you get a boarding pass is you have to be inside Disneyland. That's the only way you're going to get a boarding pass, through the Disneyland app. And what you could do is link all the tickets that are part of your party. And I think it's only a limit of 4 or 5 that you can link on your Disneyland app. And at that point in time, once you link everybody in your Disneyland app, you could then set a boarding pass for the whole group. So you could all be on one group of boarding. So the only way that you're gonna be able to ride Rise of the Resistance on opening day is through a boarding group. There's not gonna be any standby or queue at all. The only way you're gonna get on the ride is through boarding. So that is very important. And the thing about it though that I'm unsure of how they're gonna handle the boarding groups is if they're gonna allow boarding groups to be issued before 8 a.m., which is before the park opens, or if it's gonna be at 8 a.m. and then everybody gets a boarding pass, and then at that point in time you find out how late your boarding group is gonna be. From my experience, if you get a boarding group around 40 to 60, that time period of you getting on the ride, just depending if it breaks down or not, that's around like 2 to 3 o'clock in the day. And then another thing too is if you get a boarding group of anywhere in like the 80s to 110 or 115, however high the boarding groups go, that's like 6 o'clock in the evening. So there's a long wait, and you don't have to actually stay here near Rise of the Resistance area. Once you have your boarding group, you could go out and have fun at Disneyland. And then at that point in time, once you get the notification that they're boarding your group, you're gonna have to come back and show your boarding group pass to one of the cast members, and then they're gonna be the ones to let you in the ride. Once you get your boarding pass, from this point to inside, you're probably about 5 to 10 minutes away from actually getting on the ride. And then the whole experience from like beginning to end is about 25 minutes. It's a 25-minute experience. And it's all awesome. A lot of pre-show, but it's amazing, amazing. If you have any questions or any comments that you would like to add on to what I've said, post in the comments. Let's start a chat or a group conversation of what's to go on, because we haven't got any info yet, but this is all the information I know as of now. So the main question I have is if Disneyland's gonna issue boarding groups before 8 a.m. or at 8 a.m. And then at that time, we could kind of like judge what's going to happen in regards to this day. But if you are planning on coming to Rise of the Resistance, I highly recommend being here at Disneyland property, wherever, to have an opportunity. Get here at like 2, 3 a.m. It's going to be one of those type of days where it's just going to be crazy. So try to make it to Disneyland around that time period, 2, 3 a.m. as it's going to be a very historic day and probably one of the most packed full house days ever here at Disneyland. Chewie, help us get on Rise of the Resistance. We're with Chewie. Let us on.
Okay, if anyone can get you on, it's Chewy.
Yeah, Chewie. Chewie's like,
Check, make sure everything is clear over there.
Chewie's like, I could get you on Smuggler's Run. As of 10:35, the ride already broke down, Megan.
That's not good.
Can you imagine opening day? Damn. It's 10:35. So as of 10:35, we got confirmation the ride has broke down once already.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it's gonna take to reboot it and get it up and running again, but it has broke down. It's so crazy to finally like be here at the point where they're doing cast member previews and people are actually getting on Rise of the Resistance. Soon enough, we're gonna do it.
And then it broke.
And then it broke. It was just crazy. So it was open about 2 hours, 2.5 hours before it broke down. So that's kind of good news, but it depends how long it takes for them to reboot the ride and get it up and running again. Hopefully not too long. Still pretty shocked at how such of a nice, beautiful day it is over here at Disneyland. The crowd's finally calmed down. Whoop. Up next we have Thunder Mountain. Thunder Mountain. We got a fast pass. Just got off Thunder Mountain. We found these nice benches with a great view. We gotta do that one of these days. I haven't done that in a while. Where we get on the pirate ship or the Columbia. So cool. But we need to take a break.